Alright, y'all. So today, as you guys can see, it started at my regular time. And today I decided to make fried egg sandwiches because, well, I haven't made them in a while. So I made fried egg sandwiches for breakfast. And for the kids, I made them strawberry uh, jam with peanut butter and hazelnut chocolate spread. I made it look like marble, and I was super happy because it looked really artsy. So yeah, it was pretty. And I asked the boys if they would eat that again if I made it for them tomorrow, and they said yes, absolutely. For breakfast, they want that again. So I'm going to make that again tomorrow for them. And we ran out of lettuce. Oh no, actually, there's some romaine lettuce in the fridge. I'll see if it's still good. If it is, I'll turn it into a salad. We don't have any like cherry tomatoes, but I have Turkish apricots. Might be good. And maybe some other things. I don't know how well that would taste with ranch. I'll figure it out. Anyway, so after I made the bacon, I usually soak up the bacon grease with the hamburger buns. And so I put the hamburger buns in after the bacon. And then I made the salad, obviously. And then I put the eggs in and I fried them. When I do my fried egg sandwiches, he doesn't like the yolk runny, so I pop the yolk and I let it fry until it turns into a circle. And I use these little rubber things to do it. And I put the lid over it and let it just steam. Although today, for some reason, there was a lot of condensation in there, and so it started like jumping. The whole thing started jumping. Had me a little worried, so I called Johnny into the kitchen because I didn't want the fire alarm to go off. And he helped me out with that, so I was happy that I didn't burn the stove after he nicely cleaned it. And yeah, so, but this frying pan that he has is a really good one now that I know how to use it. And because my red one, I used it way too much, and now it's kind of rusted and fried, completely fried. I only had it for a year. It's so sucky that I only had it for a year. Hopefully this one lasts longer. Well, knowing me and the way I cook, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, this was the eggs. As you can see, it was literally jumping. Like jumping the lid. So I was like, oh dear, this isn't good. This is not good. So I went and got Johnny. I was like, I'm scared. So he fixed the problem. Because with my frying pan, I know what's going on. This one, I didn't know what was going on. So after all of that, I went into the bedroom and I started reading the Bible because I saw some more stuff coming out of Ukraine and had me really sad and heartbroken. So I just needed to be with the Lord and pray and just try not to cry, I guess, because I just wanted to cry and bawl my eyes out at what's going on. So I decided I would read the Bible and then lay down and think about what the Lord would want me to do rather than what I wanted to do. What would the Lord want me to do? And yeah, so here's a beautiful marble art I made. Look at this. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, I'd eat that. Yum. Anyway, then after I was done praying and spending time with the Lord and having my nap, the boys woke me up and my alarm went off at 9:30, which is good. And we set the timer for the coffee to go off at 8:30, so it was nice and hot by the time I got up at 9:30. And then I got up at 9:30 and we started learning about what was going on in Ukraine. Then we sang some hymnals, which I posted in my stories. Then we read Romans 8, the whole chapter. And then right as we were done reading and I had the boys reading it and doing their workbook, that's when I started measuring out the stuff for the cottage dill bread and the s'mores cookies that I made. And the only reason I made the s'mores cookies was because when we went for our day trip on Sunday, we were supposed to make s'mores, but it started raining, so the boys never had a chance to experience real fire s'mores. You know what I mean? Like roasted marshmallows between 2 graham crackers with chocolate melting from the marshmallow. Yeah, they never got to experience that, so I thought I'd just make them some s'mores chocolate chip cookies. So I did that. And then I made about 100, I believe. I'm going to be sending Johnny with like 15 because he's going to share them with his friends. So, and then I'm going to make, to me it's pronounced challah, but it's like a Jewish bread, and it's in my bread book, and it's delicious. So I'm just going to make it. I'm making that tomorrow. That's basically the recipe that I usually use for bread anyway, was the challah one, and sometimes the other one that I posted in my blog before. And so I alternate between both of them, the white bread one and that one. The white bread one, it takes a lot longer to prepare than the challah, so I'm just going to use the challah because it's easier. I only have to let it rise for about an hour, and then knead it, and then put it in the pan and wait another hour, and then bake it for like 40 minutes, and then it's done. And because everybody loved the cottage dill bread, I'm gonna put some dill in there, and then when we get paid, I'm gonna buy some more cream cheese, and I'm gonna remake a double portion of the cottage dill bread because it was such a hit. Everybody loved it. And the smell in the house. Oh, the smell in the house. I don't know about you guys, but cream cheese and bread smells so freaking good. Lord have mercy. I did it just properly. I did it perfect. I don't know how I did it either. I really don't. But I guess I just had some kind of natural knowledge of how to do it. It was just like second nature. I just did it. It was amazing. And the bread turned out so well. Like sometimes you get bread where it has a bubble inside of it, and then there's like a hole in the middle, and it's really not cool, right? Mine tight because the way I knead it, I guess, in the bowl. There was no bubbles, so it was perfect. It was like store-bought bread, only better because it was homemade. And yeah, so tomorrow we're going to make chala. And I'm going to try to make a loaf a day because we're probably going to need a loaf a day, basically. And then I assume that the cookies are going to be done by the end of the weekend, or maybe even Saturday. So I might have to make some more granola, because the granola bars were a huge hit too. That's almost gone, the granola bars. I made a nice portion. It only lasted today's the 3rd day since I made it, I believe. I made it on Monday. Oh wow, this is still noisy. Oh well, doesn't matter. It was just a bubbling of the frying pan anyway, so other than that, I had a lot of fun today baking. I feel really good when I'm baking. Actually, I'm the happiest when I'm baking. And I just was really surprised with how well I was baking today, because usually when I bake, the whole kitchen gets a mess. But as I was going, I was cleaning. So it kind of did not get dirty, which was cool. Sometimes even when I'm making bread, the counter will get kind of like doughy caked, like dough stuck to it. And it takes me like elbow grease to get it off, and my nails. But not today. None of that happened. And I was super surprised. Even the floor sometimes just dusted with freaking flour. Not today. No flour on the floor today. Nope. I did very well. And the new apron that I got, the Japanese/Korean one, has been living up to its name. I'm telling you, guys, it's like an amazing apron. If you guys want, I will put the link to it. Or rather, you guys know the name of it, right? I'll post. I posted it on my Instagram, so anybody who has my Instagram can go and look at it. It's on my Instagram, the name of it. But if you don't have my Instagram is at P31woman31. And then you just go to my Instagram and you'll see the picture of it. It's there. That's the one I got, and it's like so durable, y'all. Like, it's gone through a lot since I've gotten it. I've only had it for 2 days, and it's done a lot. I've cleaned and organized the kitchen and the hallway and the bedroom. And I've cleaned the bathroom with it, the laundry room. I've baked with it now, and it's really, really good. I like my other one too, my polka dot one, but currently I'm very much in love with this one. I've been wearing it more. I don't know. I really like it. But when it gets too dirty, I will have to wash it. So I'll have to wear the other one that I really like too, the polka dot one. But yeah, so other than that, lunch was great today. We did sandwich, the rest of the fried rice. I gave them a wagon wheel, a little bit of chips, apple juice, and a fruit cup. That's what we did for lunch today. And if you're wondering what these are biblical angels and what they're supposed to look like. When the Bible describes an angel, it's not at all like what we think it is. It's not like a humanoid. Angels in real life, they're like animal looking things. They have a lot of eyes. And in fact, every single time an angel ever does show up in the Bible to give a message to someone, the person is terrified when they see the angel. And the angel always says the same thing: fear not. So that tells us that angels are scary looking. They're not like beautiful or anything like that, because I don't think anybody would be scared if something was beautiful. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's just the way I gathered what was going on in the Bible. And yes, sometimes they did come in human form, like the angels that came to save Lot, for instance, out of Sodom and Gomorrah. They were human looking. But most of the time in the Bible, when they showed up, everybody was scared because they were scary looking. Scary looking. Anyway, sorry about my cough. It's very cold in here and my throat is dry because of how cold it is. I'm right by the door, so as you guys know, so the cold breeze from the edges of the door. And so yeah, today was a good day, considering everything that's been going on around the whole Ukraine thing. Over here, things have been okay. I was praising Jesus today. I was singing some praise songs and even thinking about hymnals and reading. So yeah, today was good. And I hope that the Lord keeps all those who love Him sincerely safe. And I don't care about what anybody, the unbelievers and the feminists and what they say. They can say whatever they want. It doesn't matter. I'm praying that those who are not saved, that are unbelievers, come to Jesus and are kept safe. And I pray that those who believe in Jesus and are saved are kept safe because they love Jesus sincerely. In the Bible, it's very clear that those who do not believe in Jesus or God have very harsh tribulation and trials and consequences in life. And so, naturally, I would hope that they would come to Jesus so that they can stay safe and have the grace and mercy of God on their side. But if they choose to just remain, unbelievers and just want to not believe in God, then I pray that they get saved. And I pray that those who are saved are safe. I mean, there's nothing else I can do. And I'm pretty sure that God is going to be a just and fair, lawful God, as His good book says. Therefore, His will be done and not mine, or yours, or anyone's. His will be done. And I always pray for His will to be done. And that's why I keep saying sometimes in my videos that no matter what you think, we can protest all we want. We can scream and yell. We can expose. We can do all this kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, God's will be done and will win because it's His will, not ours. We can say all we want that we can change things and things will change. That isn't what's going to happen. The Bible says everything's going to get worse. So instead of setting yourself up for disappointment, you should just pick up that beautiful book that He left for us. Learn how to be happy even though there's nothing but darkness ahead. There is light in this darkness. And his name is Jesus. And I've found great happiness even in all this darkness. I found happiness. And guess where it was? In Jesus and what he wills for my life. He wants me to live my life in a way that glorifies him, in a way that gives his name magnification, that shows his majesty and his awesome power. And what better way to do both those things than to live how he wants me to live? And yes, I can expose evil. I'm supposed to do that. And there's a time and place for that. Ecclesiastes tells us that there's a time and place for everything. A season for everything. And a time for everything. Right now, it's time to focus on family, Jesus, and things that won't allow the enemy to have a foothold. We don't want the enemy to have a foothold in our lives. I mean, we've given the enemy enough footholds. If you ask me, like, the enemies in the school system, districts, and daycares now. Enemies in government places, high authority, and even technology. The enemy is everywhere. You can't turn left or right, north or south without seeing the enemy at every turn. So, what are we to do? We are supposed to have strength and good courage. That's what the Bible says. I've been reading that in Deuteronomy 30 and 31 to be exact, which is what I was showing you this morning. You guys should read Deuteronomy 30 and 31. Very beautiful chapters about God's grace and mercy and how he can give us all the strength that we need. And yeah, so today was a good day. I really enjoyed how much I worked. I'm pretty much ready for bed because I worked a lot. Not in the way of exercising like I did last week because it was nice and warm. This week is freezing, which is why I haven't been exercising. But once the weather warms up again a little bit, I'll be back at my exercising. But I am doing my standing and my stepping and my movements, and I have been burning calories. I believe I've been burning more calories than I'm putting into my body, which is not exactly healthy. I should be putting in a lot of calories and burning like a quarter of it a day. You know what I mean? Maybe more. I don't know what's healthy, but I know that burning more than what you're putting in is not good. So, yeah, I'm losing weight again. I can tell because some of my clothes are getting loose, which is good. That was the point. But I just don't want to crash like I did so many times before doing this. So far, I've been going strong, and I have inspiration and strength and just stamina. And I just hope that I keep the momentum up. It's mostly because I really love my family and I just want to make delicious foods for them. Even though I don't enjoy eating any of them because I can't eat solids, I do enjoy baking and cooking and things of this nature. I do enjoy it because the food is art. It's literally art. Like, look at this loaf of bread here. Like, Johnny devoured like most of it already tonight. That's how good it was. He really liked it. He had it with our fish curry that me and him made. I needed his help because my back was just done at the end of the day. After like homeschooling, cleaning, organizing, baking, cleaning, hand washing dishes, because there was like a whole... Okay, so we had the dishwasher stuffed. Well, I did. And so there was no more room for all the dishes. So I had to hand wash dishes. So I hand washed the rest of the dishes just so the sink was clean. Because I knew Johnny would need the sink when he got home. So I made sure the sink was clean. The sink was clean. We put away the dishes. And then we made fish curry. Then we ate. And, well, I had soup. You'll see soup. Mine's soup. Look at that delicious bread I made. Tomorrow I'm making this. Because this one will be gone. Look at that. Check her out. There's only one cup that could not fit. So I'll wash it in the morning. But it's so clean today. So clean. My baby did this. He had some kind of special orange magical spray. Look at that. We're going to try it on there next. There's some orange spots in random spots on the back panel. We're going to try it on the back panel next. Anyway, coffee is set. Oh, did he reprogram it? I hope so. And then, yeah. Nice and clean, y'all. And just so you know, those are boxes. He's taking those to work tomorrow. We have a blanket by the door so we can put it at the bottom of the door so the cold air doesn't come in at night. Just so y'all know. It's all nice and clean. I like going to bed when it's like this. Look at, isn't it so nice? Clean, organized and clean, organized and clean. Ooh, 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 it's so clean. And tomorrow, I'm going to be making more bread. I love making bread, y'all. And here's all the cookies that I made today. There's about 100. Yep. 100 cookies I made today. Can you believe it? I made bread. I made cookies. I made bread and 100 cookies. That's what I meant to say. Yeah. Bread and 100 cookies. Tomorrow I'm going to make more bread. More bread. Oh, I'm so dang tired. Ugh. Hear me? Holy crap. Okay, well, I just wanted to show you guys what the kitchen looks like before I go to bed. Usually the lights are out by now. So I'm going to take my Bible and my crocheting and I'm going to go to the bedroom and wind down to go to sleep. Hope you guys had a wonderful day like I did. And that it ended well like mine did. Where the house is nice and organized and clean. because I just love it when it's like this. All right, guys. I had enough being obsessed with my nice, clean, organized house now. Okay. See y'all in the morning, 4:30. Love y'all. Good night. Sorry, y'all. I was singing and stuff. But yeah, so they had white rice, fish curry, and bread. The bread that I made. Tomorrow I'm making chila. That's the one right there. Usually you would put honey into it. You can make honey chila, or you could just add whatever ingredients you want to the actual thing. Have a little bit of water just in case you have to add a little more water just to moisten the ingredients or the loaf. And tomorrow I'm going to read the instructions, and hopefully I don't over knead or need too much. Today I didn't. I did like 4 loops and then put it into the bowl and let it sit for an hour, or rather 50 minutes. Then I kneaded it a little bit more and then put it into the pan for 30 minutes. And then after the 30 minutes, I popped it into the oven for 30 minutes. And it came out absolutely beautiful, like gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So how could I be upset with it? It was delicious. The smell alone was delicious. I could smell every single ingredient I put into it. And we have a lot of yeast. So, like, we bought a lot of yeast because I was planning on baking a lot. So we have quite a bit of yeast, and I can always buy more. And the yeast I bought lasts about 2 years. So this is the last year I have a chance of using the yeast. So I'm going to be using the yeast this year, like a lot. And I'm going to buy more because we're going to just keep going. We're just going to keep baking. So yeah, we're going to keep baking, and I'm going to keep using yeast. Although I don't know what natural yeast is. Like, how did people have yeast back in ancient times? I wonder. They called it leaven though, but we know it was yeast. Anyway, so I will look up to see what yeast actually is and how they had it in ancient times. I think that would be a good project for researching in a day. You know what I mean? So there you have it, my beautiful clean kitchen. I love it when it's clean because when I wake up and I have to do breakfast, all I have to do is just pull everything out that I need for breakfast. It's a lovely thing to have all the kitchen absolutely clean at the end of the day. And I clean the kitchen every single night before I go to bed, just so I can wake up to a clean kitchen. And yes, we will be using that glass thing for the bread because we don't have an actual bread container thing yet. We're going to get one. That's a cake thing, but it works just as well for bread. Keeps it nice and safe, and it doesn't harden because there's no air getting in. So awesome, right? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my video and the recipes that I shared here today. And I hope that you find joy and cheerfulness in whatever God has you doing for His will and glorification. I hope that you are all safe and well and healthy. And I pray that if you don't know Jesus, that you get to know Jesus, because He has literally changed everything for me and my life. And I am truly grateful and very appreciative of His grace and mercy in my life. And with that being said, I will catch you all tomorrow at 4:30 a.m. in the morning. I will see you then. Later for now. Love you all. And See you tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.